Alright, we are at episode 180 of the Attitude Era series. I believe it's 180. We're post SummerSlam, where Triple H won the title. Marvelous ones. We could just look at we'll recap it. We'll start from bottom to top. Taz defeated D'Lo Brown to end that feud. The Dudley Boys defeated Road Dogg and Batista. Eddie Guerrero and Owen Hart stole the show once again. Eddie winning. Val Venus, new Intercontinental Champion. Marvelous One's a new Tag Team Champion. X-Pac and Kane got rid of Abyss and Undertaker. Rock defeated Chris Candido, and him and Mankind finally embraced. Then we saw Triple H versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now here it says female debut tonight, and it's kind of two. You'll see what I mean when we start the show. Last 14 shows have been 89 or better. I think this will go on to be the 15th show, but it could possibly be not. So let's. Alright, so I use a lot of freestyle angles tonight just because, save time, and I don't really read what I type in there anyways. And freestyle, it saves a lot of time. So pretty much here, Triple H comes out to the ring, he celebrates. Notice the new pictures with Triple H and Stone Cold. Triple H is not champion, he got the title in the picture. Just a little play. But Triple H starts off the show. Vince McMahon comes out and shakes his hand, celebrates with him. And Vince tells Stone Cold he's never going to get a title shot again. Not once. No more title shots. No rematch and clause or anything. No more title shots for Stone Cold. Following that, we get Goldust versus Bob Holly, where Bob Holly gets the upset victory from Goldust following interference from Gangrel and Luna. Luna debuted last night, beating Goldust and Terry up. Figured just a little feud we can have here in between shows on Raw, SmackDown with Gangrel, Luna, Terry, Goldust. It's not gonna be any scuttlebutt with Goldust and Terry breaking out and Goldust goes with Luna. That shit was weird, and I was not into that whatsoever. And Bob Holly picks up a much needed win here to give people focus that he's actually a decent competitor. Following out, we go to Eddie Guerrero. Actually, it should be Owen Hart calls out Eddie Guerrero to the ring. They get face to face. The crowd, gives them that applause, because they stole the show last night. They had a 96 rating match, the second best match in the card behind the main event. And Owen extends his hand to Eddie, and Eddie shakes his hand. They just shake hands and stare each other down. And Owen leaves the ring. Eddie celebrates a little bit just to put over the fact that Owen embraces Eddie and give him just due respect. I think that is an important character thing we're doing with Owen Hart right now, and Eddie's ultimate babyface in the game. Following that, we see the Un-Americans just beat the shit out of Taz backstage. Taz's European Championship, and the Un-Americans, that is their world title. They would view it as, it's Lance Storm was the Intercontinental Champion, he lost it, he looks to regain it, and now one of the Un-Americans want the European title, so they can be Intercontinental and European champions. They're start racking up gold. They want. That's their mental idea. Alright, following that, we have Chris Jericho have a singles interview. Not singles interview, he makes his entrance, he does a promo on his upcoming match with Ahmed Johnson, call him another boring act in the wrestling in WWF or something like that. Just setting up, this is a match to get Chris Jericho over. He goes on and defeats Ahmed Johnson, give him a decent win here. Good match, one of Ahmed Johnson's better matches actually. Jericho's off his game, we need to give him a finisher, because small shit like that, drives me insane. Alright, following that, we go to backstage where Regal goes up to Owen Hart and he's like, what the hell was up with that handshake with Eddie Guerrero? And Owen says, it was nothing, man beat me fair and square, and Canada, if someone beats us, he plays the role where he's just like, Eddie beat me fair and square, I respect that. Doesn't mean anything different to the Un-Americans than that. We're obviously setting up something here. I think you guys are smart enough to figure it out. Alright, so this is the angle that I wasn't so sure about. Got a 100 rating, I'm very happy with that, but Stone Cold makes his entrance. He comes out and he says, Vince, I lost last night, fair and square, Triple H. That no good son of a bitch doesn't deserve to have my championship. And I am the world champion of WWF. And he said I have no title shot, and that's fine, but I want you to know that you should be glad that Triple H is your world champion, because he puts over how Vince and Triple H seem to be getting along. He's like, good Vince, I'm glad to get along with him, because I have a video here that you might want to see. The video is Triple H and Stephanie making out or something, and Jim Ross will be on commentary. That's Vince's daughter Steph, and it's not Stone Cold like to play like a blackmail type thing, but it kind of is if you think about it, because Stone Cold is a heel, and just for him like blackmail Triple H like that and piss him off to that point, really, it's something Stone Cold would do. But yeah, this is Triple H making out with Stephanie. So we're not doing a big turn where she was with Test going to Triple H. We're starting her debut that way. I don't know how I feel about it. It is what it is. I think with Stephanie, it's not about debut. It's just getting her on screen, getting her with Triple H, and skipping the other shit before that was awful. But yeah, Stone Cold here shows a video of Triple H making out with Stephanie, and we see Vince McMahon look at Triple H. They're backstage watching, like, what the fuck? And he says, you know what, Triple H? You defend your title tonight against Eddie Guerrero for the title. I said that twice now. And this puts over, Vince is not happy with Triple H dating his daughter. He says, who in the hell do you think you are? We're putting tension there to create a reason for Vince McMahon to give Stone Cold a rematch. Following that, we have Val Venus defend his title against Matt Bloom, the Un-Americans. That would have been set up and beat down later. It's like, well, Lance Storm lost the Intercontinental Championship last night to Val Venus. Tonight, his tag team partner, Matt Bloom, gets a chance to take it back for the Un-Americans. Val Venus gets the win here. Pretty good match. Pretty happy with it. Val Venus, Intercontinental Champion. This is his first reign. I think last night I said it was a possible second, but this is his first. And as a babyface, he's done pretty good. He's more of a old school babyface, a little bit of cockiness. Now we're transitioning away from the adult porn star, just for now, because I think it played its part in the series overall. Following that, we see Kane and Undertaker. Undertaker's in the ring, or actually, excuse me, I would have Kane in the ring. Dude's Pyro and Undertaker's music hits. They come down the ring. Heated confrontation where they face each other off, and then they just start going at it, punches, and they just pretty much beat the shit out of each other. People try to stop it, but whoever tries to stop it, security, gets beat up. And it's just like, when you thought this feud was over, it just started, and we're going towards another match between the two. Following that, we have the Marvelous Ones versus the Hardy Boys, where this is the debut of Lita. I said female debut tonight, and it is Lita, and I said kind of too because Stephanie. But here we have the Un-Americans, the Marvelous Ones, who are tag team champions, fight against Matt and Jeff Hardy. And the match ends in like a non-finish when it's just the two teams in the ring beating the shit out of each other. Sable gets in the ring, and then out comes Lita. She starts beating up Sable a little bit, and then I would have go to commercial with the Hardy Boys and Lita in the ring standing tall, and the Marvelous Ones and Sable backing away. Good chemistry with with Matt, Jeff, Lita. Marvelous Ones also good chemistry. Very happy with that. Lita, a quality fighter gimmick, which is her generic gimmick, had a below average rating. That's fine. It's going to stay like that for a while, so I expect her to get better with it. Alright. Following that, we have the Rock and Sock connection officially form in a manner of, the Rock and Mankind finally embrace on television. Last night they did. The Rock calls out Mankind. He says, thank you for saving the Rock last week. The Rock doesn't like many people, but you gain the Rock's respect. And they shake hands, something like that, just to once again put over the fact that they're together. But it's still that odd couple relationship that really started in the WWF and still continues to this day in August, where R-Truth and Goldust were, not partners for 6 months, and now they've been partners. Just a little throwback for you guys. Who knows what they're doing? They're probably still teaming together. But yeah, this is the final segment before the main event. If you notice, we like to do a very hot segment before the main event, so the crowd's up and happy. Triple H versus Eddie Guerrero. Whew, man. Wow. We have Triple H defeat Eddie Guerrero with an ace crusher. I don't know why that's in his finishers. I gotta change that. It's driving me nuts. Triple H makes defense number 1 of his World title, and that's how. And we maybe end Raw. I don't have anything else there. Maybe we end Raw with Stone Cold coming out. They brawl a little bit, or Stone Cold comes out and Triple H backs away. I would have like Stone Cold in the ring, Triple H backing up the ramp. But I think the show just ends with Triple H defeating Eddie in some form like that. 96 rating, another hell of a show, 15th in a row. And let's delete this. I'm really happy with that, the show. And I mean, we're on fire the past 3 months, 2-3 months, whatever. And I don't see it ending with Triple H's title reign. I feel like, now that Vince is kind of pissed off that he's with Triple H with Stephanie, we're gonna see the debut of Stephanie officially pretty soon now. Alright, wow, they put up a solid show against us. Anything in particular I want to point out? No, nothing really worth pointing out, so you guys can read if you want. Nothing really cool. I really like how they changed the way auto booker works in this game, as it's a lot more official. Okay, we got a couple opinions here. Matt Hardy is a future star. That's kind of weird because normally Jeff is considered a future star in between the two. Ahmed Johnson's going to be a star. He's actually on his way out of the company. I don't think I'm going to re-sign him. And then Matt Bloom and Taz do not like it. I mean, Matt Bloom doesn't connect with fans. I would say that's an accurate assessment. He always had a chance to get over. He was a good in-ring guy in the WWF, just never got over. It is what it is. So we're going to call it episode here. Thank you guys for watching. Coming up in SmackDown, maybe we have Vince and Triple H. I think Vince and Triple H are going to confront each other in the ring. And then I'm thinking Stephanie debuts next Monday. Or maybe we have Steph debut, tonight. And then have Vince, Triple H, and that. I don't know, we'll see. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching, and talk to you next episode.